Greetings and much blessings. For the actual speed of sound is measured in Mach, which is Mach 1, which represents 1 time the speed of sound. The actual speed of sound measured in miles per hour days, which is around 761 miles an hour. Some people say 770 miles an hour. Or for those who use metric, that means about 1,225 kilometers an hour. That's just giving you an idea of the actual speed of sound. Now, let's put it in the terms of the spiritual. There's really no way of measuring the spiritual speed of sound, but one can know one thing, and it's based on the description. A lot of times you see the word vigilant. In the word sober, as it is written in the scriptures, be sober, but be vigilant. Sober just meaning having a clear head, and vigilant meaning you have to be very mindful. Because if you have a clear head, you can listen to the subtleties of everything that's around you. But when you're vigilant, that means that you're listening to a lot of other things that can come at you rapidly, instantly. What they call having a heightened sense of awareness for those who are on the empathic side of things. With this said, this represents the fact that the spiritual speed of sound really doesn't have a limit. It can go as slow as it wants to go, or it could go as fast as it wants to go. So you have to be detective of the spiritual speed of sound on all fronts. Now, with this said, spirits come at you in quite a few different ways. They can come at you like the wind. They can come at you like the water. They can come at you like the air, because what I mean by coming at you like the air is given how you move through the sound. Now, given how you move through the sound is very important versus how the spiritual sound comes at you. Basically, how you move through the air versus how the air comes at you like the wind. This can be a good thing or a bad thing on either front, whether, in regards to wind, you got the headwind and you got the tailwind. Either way, a headwind can be a blessing or a curse, or the tailwind can be a blessing or a curse. Just like with water, when it's moving in a certain wave, it could be a blessing to you or it could be a curse to you. It just depends on the application, your locomotion, or if you're standing still, trying to hold on, using your will. So just keep in mind that the natural forces of this world are just a reflection of the spiritual forces. It's all one and the same. But, in the natural world, obviously, we can measure things. In the spiritual world, there's really no sense of measurement. There's really no way. It's just you can describe. But with the descriptions, it gives you an idea of how infinite a lot of things in the spiritual world really are. So with that said, the spiritual speed of sound is definitely one of infinity, no matter how fast or slow it moves. Just make sure you're paying attention and being aware one way or another. Y'all stay blessed.